Okay, peoples, welcome back to another episode of Tank Nation. So we're gonna continue on from the other two previous videos, and we're gonna talk about, well, for those who haven't been keeping up or you haven't saw it. So I did a video of, I spent over 15,000 and I did have a breakdown. So it'll be in the other two episodes before this one. So we're going to talk about, well, let's do a recap of what we spent the money on. So over 15,000. We put a new, I guess you call it a gearbox or a steering box. I don't know what you call it. I did new injectors, camshaft, lifters, the rods, all that good stuff. Yep. I put a dryer under the a new air dryer. We did a full PM. We also rebuilt this front differential, and I put a new yoke in there and everything. All that, you see the new, and that's what we did. The most of it cost was the injectors really cost, and the labor was on that. But anyway, and how we say, I paid for that and it didn't set me back. And I explained how that happened with the maintenance account and all that other stuff. So anyway, so now we're going to talk about what are we going to do next. So now what I did also, I went ahead and cut. I did the first cut in with the rims in Iowa at the beginning of back in February, and then I did these two yesterday, and then I just touched up on those yesterday and redid those yesterday. You can check out the YouTube short. I'm going to cut this too. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this. Ouch, that. I'm going to finish that. I started cutting this yesterday, as you see. Start cutting that. Did that. I'm going to do this. It's going to be what's next on the other side. Now, this is what it looks like before we did all of that. And I haven't did any cutting over here at all. I call it cutting. And I use the product that I use to do this, just a rag and a towel, was white diamond wheel polish. So that hasn't been done. We haven't touched anything over here. Now I did like the first time I got started, I did like a little demo on that side. Well, actually a young man that put me up on the white diamond did that, showed me how easy it was. So what I'm gonna do next, and I'm gonna film it on the long form, because the other stuff I did is on YouTube Shorts. And I did a time lapse on it, but I'm going to do it the long form like this here, and I'm going to break it down step by step. But I'm going, as soon as I get back, I'm buying a polisher, a buffer thing, a polisher, buffer, what do you call it? So we're going to do that. Okay, enough of that blah 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 blah. So now the next step is, well, I'll go ahead and explain a little bit. So, and I will, like, we got time. So let me explain a little bit. So for all, it's not for the old heads, it's for the, not for the old vets. This is for the new drivers and the new owner ops and new independent contractors. You're going to be successful in this business if you stay on top of your maintenance, and hopefully you don't have to have a lot of maintenance done to your truck. If it's an older truck, you will have to do some maintenance, period. And your newer truck, if you got a new truck, it's under warranty, but you still need to learn about your truck and know how it works. You got to ask questions, ask mechanics, go to the dealership, talk to those mechanics, talk to the people in parts. You're going to be able to get those parts that are hard to get in case you don't want to be waiting on parts. And I learned that the hard way during COVID. I wasn't able to get an ECU. Well, I was blessed to get an ECU during COVID, but when when the pandemic happened, my ECU went out and we couldn't get any. They was on back orders. So I was blessed to get a used ECU out of Florida. I think it was Jacksonville or Orlando, Florida, and they sent it to me the next day. And after that, I was able to get a brand new ECU. I can't remember where I got it from. And actually, I have two brand new ECUs on standby. I panicked, so I got two brand new ECUs on deck. But the old ECU is still running fine. So stuff like that. So I started stacking up on parts. So parts. Okay, and always invest back into your company. Okay, so that's how. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is, even though my truck is paid off, when I was paying my truck, which is cost $61,000, I wasn't making a lot of money. So I used to put like $100 a week. It's not much, but it adds up. So I was doing $100 a week into my maintenance account. Truck is paid off, and that getting to that to where I am now is a wild, humbling story. But I'm blessed nevertheless. So even now to this day, truck is paid off, and I put now in $400 per week in my maintenance account, and I don't miss it. So when that $15,000, now before the $15,000, over $15,000 spend, I was doing $375 a week, and after I spent the over $15,000, I went ahead and increased it $25 more, and I just rounded out to $400. So even between now, let's say even between now and the end of the year, so the beginning of August to January 1, well, that'd be like 8,000 right there, and you don't, it happens just like that. So I took the 15,000 out of my maintenance account, and no issues, you know, while I was on vacation in the Caribbean for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. That's something else. So let's talk about what we're going to do next. So now I stay on top of my maintenance. So I'm going to go back and replace. I'm going to order all new lines. I'm going to get the measurements on that. All new fittings, getting all new lines there. I have extra lines already. I don't have extra these, so I'm gonna get some extra these. I'm gonna get some of those, a couple of those. We're gonna replace, I started replacing this, then I got lazy and didn't finish it up. I'm gonna replace all of these lines here. It's time for a new belt too, you see that? It's time for, I don't know why they didn't put a new belt on there. Someone said something. Well, I was gonna replace it, but they had said something earlier in the year, but I'm gonna put, but I got a spare belt. Gonna put all new hoses on. These are new, actually. All these are already new. That's a new one down there too. We did that one. So we're gonna put all new lines, lines, airlines and lines and all that. And I'm gonna get some new those as soon as I get back. Have them on standby. And also, what we're gonna do, we've replaced all the slack adjusters, but we haven't done these. So I'm gonna go ahead. They in the truck too. I already got them. So we're gonna put new slack adjusters on the front, right over there. And those look good already. Cody said they was good to go, but I'm gonna put the new ones on this fall. So these are brand new. Everything is new. New airbags. We redid the shaft last year, the whole entire shaft. That's all, that's been redone. So we're gonna go back with all new lines. We're gonna go back with lines and fittings, brand new. This is new, my pump line is new, that's new. So we're gonna go back with all new lines. And even in all of those, we're gonna replace all of those lines. I'm gonna put new. I also got new leveling valves, but I got them on standby, the rod. I got extra parts like crazy. So that's what's coming next, and then we're gonna paint. Shine her up really nice. We're gonna stay on top of it. So we've had everything done to the truck but the motor, so we've been extremely blessed. So I have over 1 million miles, and I can't say it enough. I've just been extremely blessed in this trucking. A lot of ups and downs, and a lot of things that, you know, it was on me because I didn't put, you know, I didn't educate myself. So no excuse for ignorance, but it was ignorance on my part of not learning about the business. So if you're gonna be in this business, my suggestion would be, respectfully I would say this, and humbly, you know, immerse yourself into the business. Learn about your truck, learn about the business. You can save yourself a whole lot of money. Now, I will say this, if you don't, even though you save the money and you can't show where that money is, you really haven't saved the money. So make sure you invest in that money, and you're investing back into yourself, into your business. And that's basically it. And that's all I gotta say about that. That's it. Now give me your face. Boop, boop.